What's going on, guys, and welcome back for another Madden 23 Commanders franchise gameplay. For those of you who are new to the channel, man, go ahead and do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button. I post a lot of franchise gameplays here on the channel, and I would hate for you guys to miss out on a single episode. But for those who've been following this Washington Commanders team for a while now, you guys already know what time it is, as it is playoff season, and our Commanders are on a roll. Remember, season 1 of this franchise, we did not make the playoffs. We have finally made the playoffs, and we made it in a very big manner here in season number 2. Ended up getting our first playoff victory up against the Carolina Panthers last week, and in that game, Derek Forrest, he went off, man. He showed up and he showed out. Ended up winning Player of the Week honors for his 2 interception, 1 touchdown performance. But now it's time for the big showdown up against the San Francisco 49ers. And this game, it carries a little bit more weight, because if you remember back to the regular season, I believe it was like week 13 or 12, something like that, the 49ers ended up handing us our first loss of the season. So definitely want to get a revenge up against them, but it's not going to be easy. If you remember the video after I ended up playing the 49ers, I talked about a trade that was made. The San Francisco 49ers, with all the talent that they already had on that roster, ended up finding a way to add to the talent. They ended up adding not only just Jalen Ramsey, they found a way to add Aaron Donald into that trade, and man, did the 49ers just get that much more difficult to deal with. If you remember back in the matchup that we had before with the San Francisco 49ers, Nick Bosa really just got busy against our offensive line. There was nothing that Sam Cosmi could do to slow him down. He caused problems all game long. Coming into this matchup, I was expecting to go ahead and try to make sure we slow down Nick Bosa, but now that's just going to leave one-on-one coverage for whoever's going to be guarding Aaron Donald. So whoever draws that short straw, man, good luck, Godspeed, and just do the best you can. Let's go ahead and get to the game and see if we can get our revenge up against the 49ers. We are on the road here in the divisional round with a second chance to right a wrong. Last time the Commanders were on this field, they suffered their first loss of the regular season. What better way to get revenge than to send the San Francisco 49ers home when the game matters most? Washington will get the ball first, as Tyler Harrell is going to bring this ball out of the end zone, unable to get back up to the 25-yard line. He's going to be tackled at the 22, and that's where Washington and Aaron Rodgers will take over possession of the ball. First down and 10, handoff goes to Antonio Gibson. He's fighting his way forward for a nice gain of 6 yards. Makes this a second down and 4 from the 28-yard line. First pass of the day is going to be complete to Gibson out of the backfield. Ends up getting tackled by Fred Warner, but not before he picks up the first down to the 34. Back to the ground attack here with Antonio Gibson running into his own blockers, but still manages to turn that into a nice gain of 5 yards. Second down, back to the ground attack here with Gibson, but this time the 49ers defense has his numbers as they stop him for just a yard on the play. Third down and 4, under pressure is Aaron Rodgers, but standing strong in the pocket, ends up finding his big tight end Robert Tonyan for the first down, keeping this drive alive to the 46-yard line. Rodgers looking to throw here on first down and mix things up, ends up finding scary Terry McLaurin across midfield into 49ers territory down at the 44. Play action fake here for Aaron Rodgers, looking to take another shot downfield, ends up finding the rookie Tyler Harrell, who makes a nice catch there on the sideline. Look at Tyler Harrell go, staying in bounds before he's finally forced out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Inside the red zone, handoff goes to Antonio Gibson, ends up throwing a man off of him, but the pursuit ends up stopping him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3 yards. Second down and 13, firing for the end zone, and that ball is going to be intercepted by Jalen Ramsey. Aaron Rodgers thought he had his guy, Terry McLaurin, but what a play made there by the new acquisition. Jalen Ramsey stops that drive and gives the ball right back to the 49ers at the 20-yard line. Second down and 9, handoff goes to the running back Christian McCaffrey, and he's going to be able to turn that into a gain of about 3 yards. Big third down and 7, a chance for Washington's defense to get off the field, and Christian McCaffrey is uncovered out of the backfield. He's able to get all the way up to the 40-yard line before he's finally brought down. First down and 10, right back to McCaffrey, following his blockers, and turns that into a nice gain of 7 yards. Brings up a second down and 3 from the 47-yard line. Trey Lance is under center. He's going to turn and hand this ball right back to McCaffrey to see if he can pick up the remaining yardage. He needed 3, but he only got 1. It's now third down and short from the 48-yard line. Lance is back to throw, looking for something underneath, and oh, he got away with one there. The reigning player reigning defensive player of the week, Derek Force, was in the area, had that ball in his hands, but somehow just was unable to squeeze it, and the 49ers are going to be forced to punt this ball right back to the Commanders after their first drive stalled out. Aaron Rodgers back on the field here for drive number 2, and oh boy is he in trouble as both Aaron Donald and Joey Bosa sandwich him as he releases that ball. 2nd down and 10 from the 9-yard line. Jet sweep motion is going to be Teddy Freeman getting the sweep. Teddy Freeman looking for the sideline. He's going to be forced out of bounds after a gain of 7 yards. It's 3rd down and 3 from the 16-yard line. We're now in the second quarter. Quick throw underneath is going to be complete to Antonio Gibson. Has the first down as he's able to get all the way to the 31-yard line, keeping the sticks moving here for the Washington offense. 1st and 10 under pressure yet again is Aaron Rodgers, as this defensive line of the 49ers is just ferocious, man. They're just screaming at him, but still able to stay calm, cool, collected in the pocket. Makes it a 2nd down and short, and Antonio Gibson turns that into a 1st down as he gets all the way up to the midfield mark. 1st down and 10 from midfield. The rookie running back, Kenny McIntosh, in there for his first carry of the day. Goes for a huge gain of about 13 yards as he gets all the way down to the 37-yard line. Love to see the rookie making his presence known in this game. And a nice throw there is going to be complete to Tyler Harrell for a gain of 7 yards. 2nd down, right back to Gibson, trying to pick up the 1st down. It's going to be close. He's going to be stopped just inches shy. Nice tackle there by Nick Bosa, able to stop him from getting to the 1st down. 3rd down to inches. We're going to go hurry up offense here. Aaron Rodgers is going to stay in the shotgun formation, change the play up at the line of scrimmage. Has a man open underneath. It's De'Ami Brown. But Aaron Rodgers threw it off of his center's helmet. Come on, man. Help me out. 4th down to inches. We need the conversion here. Going deep for the end zone. And that ball's going to be intercepted by Xavier Howard. He brings it out of the end zone. It's going to be brought down at the 12-yard line. And yet again, another Commanders offensive possession that looked like it was primed to get points ends in an Aaron Rodgers interception. That pick was definitely caused by the pressure there of Nick Bosa and Aaron Donald, man. We just tried to hurry up and get rid of it. And if we're going to be completely honest, man, we should have never even got to that 4th down and inches situation. That should have been an easy conversion to De'Ami Brown on the drag. But somehow, some way, he ends up finding a way to earhole his own freaking defensive lineman. And look at Deebo Samuels go all the way down to the 21-yard line. Flip the field position quickly there. 1st down and 10 outside the red zone here for Trey Lance. Ends up firing for his tight end Flowers. Makes the catch. Ends up getting inside the 10, finally brought down at the 7-yard line. 2-minute warning hitting here now, and Trey Lance is going to keep that read option, but Montez Sweat was ready for him, stopping him at the line of scrimmage for no yards gained. 2nd down and goal, handoff goes to McCaffrey. He's going to be brought down by Levante David for a loss of 3 yards. It's now 3rd down and goal from the 10-yard line. Trey Lance looking to put this ball in the air, ends up getting hit by Rashawn Gary as he releases that ball, and the 49ers are going to have to settle just for the field goal. Those are going to be the first points of the day, giving them the lead. But man, our defense is playing out of their mind. We just need Aaron Rodgers to wake up, man. Just make some good reads. I mean, for the most part, besides the time where we got sandwiched between the two guys, our offensive line has held up pretty good to this point, man. I'm proud about the way that we've been playing on the offensive line. Not so proud about the way the passing game has looked as we end up trying to fire for Antonio Gibson. But oh man, Devin McCourty ends up laying out for that one. Gives the ball right back to the 49ers in scoring position. And Christian McCaffrey makes a nice catch there with Levante David and Quan Alexander all over him down to the 18-yard line. Trey Lance quick throw here in the flat stick. McCaffrey's going to be complete. McCaffrey diving for the end zone. He's got it. The 49ers have increased their lead to now 10 points just before the halftime break. And now here come the unlucky breaks, man. Another interception for Aaron Rodgers, but caused by the defensive line, man. We're just trying to hurry up and get rid of it because, like I said in the pregame, man, we got to really pick between Aaron Donald or Nick Bosa. Who are we going to double team? Whoever we don't double team is still going to get busy. But look right here, man. We double team both of them, and they still come free. 2nd down and 12 here with 1 second left. We're just going to play it smart, keep it on the ground, see if we can get something to pop. And Antonio Gibson's almost able to get back up to the 30-yard line. But, hey, I mean, things could be worse right now. Honestly, they should be a lot better for us if we could just find some way to control the interceptions that we've thrown so far with Aaron Rodgers. We're still in this game, man. We could have actually been up 14-10 if you take away some of those stupid interceptions that were thrown in scoring position. But hey, it's time for the second half, man. We're not completely out of this game. Only a 2-score game, but it's going to be us relying on our defense to come away with a stop, as Benjamin St. Jude probably should have had an interception there on an overthrown ball there by Trey Lance. It comes back on 2nd down and 10 with a handoff to Christian McCaffrey. Goes for only 2 yards. 3rd down and 8. Chance right here for our defense to get off the field. Trey Lance is back in the shotgun formation. The blitz is on. Nobody's coming free, but look at that. A nice throw there by Trey Lance is laid up perfectly for Deebo Samuels, who gets away from the rookie Joey Porter Jr. and turns on the Jets and gets into the end zone. And exactly what we could not have happen just happened, man. We're down now, find ourselves down 3 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Again, not completely out of it just yet. I mean, getting a stop to start the game off would have been ideal, but since that didn't happen, now it's on our offense, man, just to keep this game close, get it back down to a 10-point lead. We know how our defense is, man. They're good for at least 1, maybe even 2 turnovers a game. We just got to focus on this offense, get things moving over here, and we're starting off nice as Aaron Rodgers ends up finding Antonio Gibson up the seam to the 41-yard line. 1st down and 10, Rodgers back to throw yet again. Here comes the pressure from those edge rushers, but Aaron Rodgers is able to find Robert Tonyan to the 48-yard line for a gain of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3, man in motion is Teddy Freeman. This time we fake the jet sweep, going right back for Tonyan, and somehow Fred Warner steps in front of that one. It's another interception throw here from Aaron Rodgers, and Fred Warner's going to take this one all the way across the midfield, mark to the 43-yard line. That pass right there, man, I don't know how that was intercepted. I led him forward, like across the field from right to left. I even went for the aggressive catch, and still, some way, Fred Warner was able to step in front of that one and get the turnover. 2nd down and 12 here for Trey Lance, looking to take a shot downfield, rolling out of the pocket to his right, decides to take off with it himself, and huge hit there from Derek Forrest. Was borderline roughing the passer there, unnecessary roughness, but hey, Madden didn't call it. It's now 4th down and 3, and the 49ers are going to go for it. This would be a huge opportunity for our defense to get off the field, and it would have been even better if we got the interception, because I don't know who that was, but if they would have got their hands on that ball, they still would have been running into the end zone. And oh man, there go the edge rushers yet again. It's now 2nd down and 25. Rodgers backed way up, iron double coverage for Tyler Harrell, and ends up getting intercepted for the 2nd time by Jalen Ramsey, and that's exactly what we could not afford to have happen, man. You don't want to get caught behind the 6, especially with a defense like this. It's now 1st down and 10 for Trey Lance in scoring range, rolling out of the pocket to his right, firing for Deebo Samuels, and Deebo makes the catch and gets into the end zone, and the 49ers have increased their lead now up to 23, make that 24 after that field goal kick is up and good. Now finding ourselves with a 24-point deficit late in the 3rd quarter. Running the ball really goes out the window here, and this is really a situation that we desperately do not want to be in against this team, because again, as you already saw, these edge rushers are legit, man. They are causing us problems that we can't do anything at all, and Aaron Rodgers just can't find anybody open. Probably a little bit of pass interference there, but I mean, just a bad read there by Aaron Rodgers, really. Looking back on it, should not have made that throw, but was there really anybody else open? Trey Lance is still throwing here on 1st down and 10, and we cannot get an interception. That one was thrown up for grabs. Just nobody on my team wanted it, apparently. 2nd down and 10. Cameron Curl wants it, though. Gets his hands on the ball. He's off on the return. He's going to be tackled there by Trey Lance at the 39-yard line. We're not really out of it just yet, 3 touchdowns and all 2-point conversions, but we got to stop throwing interceptions with Aaron Rodgers. He just can't seem to, and look at Moore. He finds his way into some open field at the 10, the 5, into the end zone, and the 49ers find themselves in blowout territory up against the Commanders in the 3rd quarter. Yeah, the writing is on the wall at this point now, man. We're down 31 points. 24, I felt a little bit comfortable with, man. I felt like there's still an opportunity to come back from a 24-point deficit. I've done it before. 31, that's a whole different beast, man, a whole different animal. That is literally saying, like, I can't run the ball at all, and we can't block Aaron Donald at all, as he ends up getting free, bringing down Aaron Rodgers. And look at Nick Bosa trying to get in on the party as well, but somehow Rodgers is able to get that pass off to Tyler Harrell, who gets planted at the 21-yard line. 3rd down and 13, needing the conversion here, looking to go for Terry McLaurin, and Aaron Rodgers underthrew that severely. Gets intercepted there by Moore again, who's looking for his 2nd touchdown, but Tyler Harrell's able to push him out of bounds at the 7-yard line. This game is pretty much over now, man. The 49ers get into the end zone. I probably will just go ahead and put on Chew Clock the remainder of the game and just hurry up and get out of here. Second down and goal, right back to the ground attack here with Christian McCaffrey. Goes from the 6 to the 5 for a gain of a yard. Third down and goal from the 5-yard line. Handoff goes to McCaffrey yet again, looking for the edge, but he's going to be tackled there by Derek Force for a loss of a yard. They're going to settle for the field goal, and it's now a 34-point deficit, and honestly, at this point, I still might just go ahead and do the same thing. I still want to get into the end zone, though, because just having a goose egg on the board just does not fit me right, man. I hate the fact that we have not gotten any points. We've been in position to get points, but we just cannot finish those drives. Aaron Rodgers just could not stop throwing interceptions. And look at Teron Armstead stopping Gibson in the backfield for a loss of 3 yards. We set up the screen here to Antonio Gibson on second down 13. Ends up finding a nice little seam. Gets a gain of 12 yards. Makes his third down a lot more manageable. Third down and 1. Rodgers looking to throw. Underneath is going to be complete to De'Ami Brown. If we could have gotten that to happen earlier on in the game when we had De'Ami Brown on the drag wide open, but Rodgers decided to earhole his center. You know how Madden is sometimes. It's now second down and 1 from the 43-yard line. We have one mission, one goal, get into the end zone, and we can't even do that because Aaron Rodgers has thrown yet another interception, man. I don't even know what we're up to now. Like interception number 8, number 9. Like it's just becoming an absurd amount at this point. Just doesn't seem like anything we do, like, it's just going our way. I mean, granted, a couple of those interceptions I threw, maybe I'll take responsibility for at least 3 of those. I should have never even thrown that ball. I was just either under pressure and try to hurry up and get rid of the ball, or I just said F it and see if my guy can go out there and make a play. And they just didn't make a play. But I mean, you just sometimes have games like this where EA just, like that last interception, man. There was no reason why Verrett should have been able to step in front of that one and get that interception. Granted, I understand that Fred Warner is also a really good player. There's no way he should have gotten that interception on Robert Tonyan, who had at least 2 steps on him, with Aaron Rodgers, who has gunslinger and pass lead elite. He led the ball in front of him, but still somehow Fred Warner came back from 2 steps behind Tonyan and got the interception. So, I mean, it is what it is. We now have 1 minute and 52 seconds left on the clock just to get this goose egg off the score, man. And I'm going to let you guys know right now, a field goal is not off the table for me. Granted, I would love to get into the end zone to get a touchdown up, but if I can get myself into field goal range, best believe I'm going to kick that field goal to get the goose egg off the board. First down and 10, pass is going to be complete to Antonio Gibson in the flats. Goes for a gain of 10 yards up to the 40-yard line. No timeout called here by the Commanders. First and 10, under pressure, and what the heck is going on, man? We won it. Oh, I hate this game sometimes, man. I really hate this game. We had a man wide open. We threw a gap shot there with Aaron Rodgers. But again, just no animation from our receiver. I know I clicked on and tried to do something, but it just didn't happen. So like I said, man, just sometimes you have games like this where it doesn't matter what you do. It's always going to go wrong. But, I mean, still nothing to take away here from the season. We still had a really good season with our team. We're still going to fight all the way down to the end. As you see, I called another timeout. We got 30 seconds, man, another shot. But anyways, back to what I was saying, man. I can't take anything away from this team. Again, season 1 of this franchise, we didn't even make it to the playoffs. Now we come back in season number 2, make it all the way to the divisional round, and just run into Goliath, or Goliath Jr. I call the freaking Cowboys Goliath, really. And just have unfortunate breaks just happen in the game. Second out of 7, we end up finding Robert Tonyan, who makes a nice catch there, breaks a couple tackles, but with no timeouts, we're going to try to go hurry up offense, see if we can get a bomb into the end zone. And the clock is just going to hit triple zeros there, and that's going to be the end of the game. Nothing left to say but GG's to the 49ers for a good game, man. We just had some unlucky breaks go our way. But, hey, we'll come back out in season number 3 of this franchise, and we'll see if we can finally take our Commanders to the Super Bowl. So leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe for more Washington Commanders franchise gameplays, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Later.